Hey guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House, back in the tiny house. Here to do some videoing for you guys, and today we're just going to check on things. Why am I here, Rob? I thought it was sold. It is sold. Ladies having difficult time finding anybody to to move the tiny house. But that's her issue, not mine. I warned her to do it locally, and freezers work, or fridge. It's nice and cold. But she wants to move it 8.5 hours away to a property she bought. So, is what it is. So I'm gonna leave the overvolt protection on. It says the batteries are at 12.9, which I highly doubt. Let's reset to make sure. Do a little reset here. Check on the off-grid tiny house solar. 13.9. I guess it was close enough. Time to get some juice flowing in. Good stuff. All right. So let's go ahead and get moving. Basically, the things that I have to show you guys is stuff I did off camera. So she paid me to install the on-demand hot water tank and the plumbing. So what I did, I rearranged stuff here, guys, at the Off-Grid Tiny House. So the input line, which is the cold line, I just have it plumbed into the same pump that pumps my bottom tank up to the top tank. And how I did that was just throw in a T and a shutoff valve. So basically, you can fill this tank, the top tank, up at the same time as having a shower, but the pressure might not be as good. So you can either close this valve all the way to have a nice shower, and then that way you're not transferring anything up here, or you can just partially shut it. Either way, it doesn't matter. And then the hot line I ran down in behind the composting toilet a bit. Actually, I can do one of these babies. There you go, that looks better. And it goes up and around into the shower. And what I did was attached it to the shower line, and I have a little thing holding it, and I moved the shower head to the opposite side. It used to be here. I moved it to this side, and now she has the shower. So other than that, I did add another 12-volt socket back at the solar for the fridge. So I did do that. Oil or something. Why that line's always oily? It's weird. Oh well. Anyways, it's still in bypass mode because we're not catching water. But she can turn this pump on from this switch here. That turns it on. And then she can obviously throw this on. And she can adjust her water and stuff. I left the batteries in for her. And that's it. So this is kind of bathroom, utility room type of thing. She can set it up however she wants. And that's it. Yeah, so. Oh, and I hooked up the gas stove. That's the other thing I did. And it's all, everything's on shutoffs. So I used a flex line, the longest one I could find. And then I downgraded to 3/8 copper line, which is that. And then I left her lots of the flex room because she's going to move this stove up here in between these two windows, she said. And she's going to build some type of setup for that, like a countertop setup. So there we go. Other than that, guys, and I left her the additional pump just in case. And it's windy today, so there's a lot of nasty going on. The socket is just a plain socket I hooked up for her. She wanted for the fridge. You can see it right here. Just something simple. That's all she really wanted, was just an extra little socket. How's the solar going? 13.18 volts. Plenty. 4 amps coming in. There you go. Cool stuff. So tiny house is eventually going to be gone. I don't know when, but whatever. Not my problem. She's paying the rent here now, and I'm taking her money. She's e-transferring me the money, and I just take it over to the landlord and pay him. And we come out here anyways, guys, for well, I gotta pay the landlord for my dad's trailer, and they're the landlord's actually talking about, let me set the camera down. The landlord's actually talking about having us possibly here long term, including this tiny house. So if this lady continues to have trouble finding a property to put it on, or actually she doesn't have a problem with property, she has a problem with people gonna drive this truck all the way out there to her property. But I did warn her at the beginning. I said, well, get something local, because that's the easiest thing to do. Somebody can do it on a weekend or something and just boom boom, Bob's your uncle, you're done. But whatever. So yeah, so that's all that's going on here, folks. Not too much. Just wanted to show you that. Now the hot water tank back there, guys, is the camping style, so they're very inexpensive. They're like $200 on Amazon. Now the only thing is, remember, with those, it's exhausting in the same, it's exhausting in your building. So in order to combat that, when you're having a shower, keep the window open. Or put a little exhaust fan system in, whatever you think you need to do. But normally highly illegal to, you know, exhaust your fumes in a building, in a tight building too. So but with hot water, guys, when you're showering, the maximum, I don't know about you guys, but I'm in there maybe 7 minutes, 10 minutes at the most having a shower. 10 minutes won't kill you, especially if you have a window open. But if you find it's a big hassle, if you do something like that, just take all the precautions, have a CO detector, exhaust the fumes out of the building if possible via window or an exhaust system, or just buy a higher end hot water tank on demand to do the job. But it's totally up to you. There's no real safety issues with trailers, but for obvious reasons, if you're showering more than 10 minutes, guys, take it seriously. You know what I mean? That's a lot of fumes. That's a lot of exhaust fumes that are coming into the building. Just leave a window open. That simple. You can leave the window open for half hour after your shower as well, just to have a nice air exchange. Whatever you got to do. But yeah, everything you see here, guys, she gets. I went over everything with her, and she's pretty happy with it. So I'm happy someone appreciates it and had the money to purchase it and all that stuff. And I think it's going to a good home, actually. So I'm gonna miss the old girl. We had a lot of ups and a lot of downs with leaking and fixing and all kinds of nonsense, but mostly it was the funds, getting the money together all the way through the build. But it's been I am not disappointed at all that I got to do this for, I don't know, 7-8 years. It was fun for me. It was I got to learn all about solar, how to wire everything, off-grid living, how you take care of your sewage, how you take care of your rainwater, rain harvesting, filtering, everything like that. Very valuable. I didn't lose any money whatsoever on this build. It was pretty nice. Really appreciate the tiny house and my time here for sure. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching me go through it. And now it's all archived on YouTube. And I also have it backed up in case anything happens to YouTube. So it's not like I'm not worried at all because I have backups on everything. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I left her lots of extras like garden hoses, extra gas lines, countertop, all kinds of stuff. Everything she needs is here to do what she wants. Even a surround sound system that I hardly used. Yeah, I bought that in the 90s, I think, or something, but whatever. So yeah. Yeah, that's about it, guys. So now coming up, guys, new videos coming. I'm just gonna tell you, a lot of stuff that wasn't included in the tiny house sale is back at my place, and I'm gonna have to show you guys all that because I have a lot of stuff left over in order for me to build new projects and new off-grid projects for sure. So that's pretty awesome. I left her a couple totes full of wire and stuff like that, just in case she needed something. Ooh, critter up on the roof. Sounds like a bird or something. So yeah, there's a lot to come, and it's gonna be pretty crazy, guys. I think the new stuff that I'm looking at, and I'll shoot videos of what I'm looking at to save up for my next off-grid project for sure. And pretty happy with this. I got to run air conditioning completely off the grid. Truly, not like the fraud Troy and his joke channel. So I got to do all that. I even had the Starlink internet here at the tiny house at one time, less than a year or so, because that's when we ended up getting the kaboot. Everybody got the kaboot off the landlord's property. So one thing that really sucks, guys, is property is next to impossible to find around here unless you have $1 million plus. And I don't have that unless I win the lotto. So bear with me. The off-grid project is not done yet. The tiny house may be done, but the off-grid project will continue. I'm saving up currently all my Patreon money that I have been saving it up. I haven't spent it, but I have my eye on a prize, the next project coming up, and it is an MPP all-in-one, and I'll show that in a future video and get your guys' comments, reactions, whatever to that. But I'm going to start pumping out some more videos here very shortly. I know I have to balance that between work and everything else and taking care of my parents, but other than that is what it is. So I will see you guys later. So Rob checking out from the Off-Grid Tiny House one final time. She couldn't let me go. She wanted me to finish the plumbing and everything like that for her, so I set it all up for her. All done. Couldn't leak test it though, because she doesn't want me catching any water, and I need water to pressure leak test all my fittings. So hopefully everything worked out okay. She'll find out real quick if not. But yeah, so I got some stuff to do. I gotta go next door, pay the landlord, all that fun stuff. Other than that, there's a whole bunch of stuff I gotta do at the house. A lot of gardening. We have a rabbit invasion. And yeah, 2 baby bunnies so far, and the big mother. And they have already eaten a tomato plant. And yeah, so we're gonna have a little war on, and we have to get rid of some creeping Charlie in the backyard, which is a nasty little weed that'll take over your entire yard if you're not careful, and it's starting to do so. So that's gonna be fun. Fairly cold still out. I got my hoodie on still. Yeah, global warming, Show me the money, guys, as they say. I don't see it yet. Anyways, I'm gonna check out for now. So Rob checking out from the Off-Grid Tiny House one last time, guys. Probably one last time, as far as I can tell. But I definitely did have a lot of fun here. Stayed here quite a bit overnight. Enjoyed every moment. It was awesome. I had free TV with the aerial right here. Digital HD free television. And when there's nothing on, or if there was a storm on and I had crappy signal, I'd throw in a DVD, watch that completely off the grid. No bills. I had composting toilet, no sewage bill, no water bill. And anytime it rained, well, we knew we had lots of leaks in this project, unfortunately. And it did a lot of wet rot and mold damage, which I took care of. It was not that hard. Everybody's worried about, oh, get a mask on, you need a hazmat suit. No, because the damage was not that bad. And I took care of it carefully, where I just spray bleach on everything, leave the place sealed up, and let it just do its magic and leave for the day. You're not living in here and breathing it 24/7. You're out. So yeah, some people when it comes to work, they get a little iffy, especially if they think they know what they're doing when they don't. I battled through the whole thing, guys. I had 0 lung issues. I had no health issues whatsoever. So now, if you are somebody who did this kind of work full time, battling mold every single day, I'm sure you'd have the proper tools and suit. But this was a emergency type deal where I discovered all these leaks and had to fix all this crap. So it's all fixed up. It's sold. She has the deed. She gave me the keys to do the install, which I should show again one more time, because I just did a little quick overview of it. But just the hot water, guys. It's got a little deflector, so the heat gets kind of dissipated out this way, as opposed to going straight up to the spray foam. I think that's plenty of a distance from the foam anyways. Good 2 foot, 3 foot, something like that. Everything's on this wall. Everything's controllable. Everything has shut-off valves. Everything's plumbed in. Electrical, all completely off the grid. And really can't beat it. I don't think you can beat it. It's pretty nice. No signs of any other mold or leaks since my repairs, and that's a good thing. Everything's been working awesome. Now, the one downer, guys, you guys know this, I would absolutely have kept this Off-Grid Tiny House if the circumstances were different. We got kicked off the property. I don't own any extra property, so had nowhere to go but here through friends, and it is what it is. It's a temporary setup. I sold it. I had to sell it basically because I don't have any property, couldn't afford any in time, and so it's sold. Everybody seems to be happy with that. But I would have kept this if I had the property full time. No issues, no ifs, ands, or buts. And guys, since the governments in North America are cratering our countries right now, just doing a horrible job actually they're doing a great job cratering our country currently, both countries. Everything in here has probably doubled or tripled in price. Everything, which is pretty sad. So, you know, I was preparing this tiny house for this incoming crap that did happen. Oh, Rob, how'd you know? Well, I don't know, guys. Instead of watching whatever you watch and forget about the news, then you don't know what's going to happen and you can't prepare for it. So, yeah. So it is what it is. I will do I got to do it from scratch, a full restart, but I'm going to take with me everything I learned here forward and improve on it. And really can't beat that. Really enjoyed my whole learning experience here. It was very fun. Times it was very frustrating with the leaks and everything. Had to rip this whole place apart. Yeah, which is no fun. Had to rip it all apart to fix it from all this water damage we had. So, guys, in the future, if you do buy a trailer, a used trailer, and convert it, make sure you remove the roof completely and build your own brand new one that you know will not leak. Because trusting these old used roofs on these transports is a huge gamble. Gamble that I took and lost and had to repair and fix, and you guys seen all that online here. So not too fun. Not too fun whatsoever. So, enough of me talking. I'm going to head over and pay the landlord and lock up and turn in the tiny house keys to the lady one last time, when she gets down here, that is. So this will be my last sign off from the off-grid tiny house. As far as I know, this is the second time I've been back, actually third or fourth, because I had to train her here on everything, teach her everything. And then she wanted me to do she had me do all kinds of things actually. But she paid. Everything's paid. I'm all paid up fully with extras paid off. She paid me, quite a bit to do all this extra work for her. So that way it's all ready for her turnkey when she gets there. And then she's going to redesign the tiny house to be, you know, put walls up or whatever she wants to do. Make it more good looking. But that's up to her now. I just did what I did with my, I had no plan coming in here other than I wanted to make a little off-grid cabin slash trailer, whatever, to possibly live in full time, and almost got there. Very close, but one thing missing, land. And actually at the beginning of this project, guys, I had such a hard time finding land, I gave up and just went ahead with this project and rented it on other people's property, and that's how it all went down for years. And it was cheap rent, $50 a month. You can't beat it. That's less than some people's phone bill for sure. Cell phone bill anyway, as far as I know. But anyways, yeah, that's it, guys. So one last goodbye from Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House, in the Off-Grid Tiny House. I hope she enjoys the tiny house well into the future, and I will. You guys will have to stay tuned to see what's up ahead of me for the next project or projects, and hopefully, I think that, well, there's going to be a big depression, recession coming for sure, and I don't know what's going to happen to the price of land and housing, but if it implodes, then I'm going to try to scoop up some property for sure and take full advantage of an implosion, which I don't know what's going to happen. The future looks pretty grim, actually, guys, if you're following alternative media. But hopefully stuff is going to get going here. We got to get going. We got to get my own property, a little bit out in the country, you know, just outside the city, so I don't have neighbors complaining about what I do, like putting up solar panels or burning wood in a wood stove and all kinds of stuff like that. Because you guys know, in the city is very picky on all kinds of crap, and it's a joke because they're all these people are virtue signaling for going green and all this crap. Well, guys, burning wood is renewable, and if you know what you're doing and how to do it, it's pretty damn efficient. AKA the barrel stove. And oh man, I would never see, after this barrel stove experience, guys, I would never buy any type of other wood stove. I would just remake a barrel stove in a heartbeat because it works so damn good. So freaking good. Anyways, yeah, lots of fun here at the tiny house, guys. If I ever get, you know, if I ever start missing the tiny house, I can always go back to hit my YouTube channel and watch some videos. And if I forget any mistakes I made and how I corrected them, and can I use that for my future projects, I can come back here as an archive referral at the Off-Grid Tiny House on YouTube and check those videos out. Yeah, that's it, guys. So I'm gonna sign out. Like I said, I probably signed out about 3 times already, but in this video. But we'll see you guys on the next one. Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House, checking out one last time. Had lots of fun, and yeah, we will see you guys in the future.